Alright, so here we are with an M15 draft. This is our first pack here. Nothing too exciting actually. We've got Return to Ranks as our rare, which I don't think is great for this format. I definitely don't think we're going to take it here. There's a Divination, Sungrace Pegasus are both good. Not really interested in anything else in this pack here. I think we're just gonna take the Sungrace Pegasus and see what white comes around to us. Wow, okay. A lot of good stuff in this pack. Burning Anger, a card I haven't gotten to play with yet, but seems pretty solid. Sunblade Elf would be great, just in the direction if we were to go green-white. Johnny's Primate, sort of the best friend of the Sungrace Pegasus, being able to have lifelink right there to make him bigger. And then Flush to Dust is just probably the best black common. I think I just want to try Burning Anger here. Again, it's a card I haven't gotten to play with yet, so I think since it's here, we'll give it a shot and see what it can do. Okay, so we have Phyto Titan. Not super exciting. Looks like green is definitely pretty open here. There's a Nimbus of the Isles. Maybe we just take Phyto Titan for now and see what happens. Kind of all over the place right now, but should be able to see what's open soon. So we have a Will-Forged Golem here, which is probably our pick. Charging Rhino is good. But I think because we don't really know what colors we are yet, I'm just going to take the Golem. Alright, so still some different options here. Wall of Mulch is fine. Rough Rider is, again, fine. I really do like Meteorite though. It usually kills something when it comes into the field, and especially if we end up wanting to splash something like Burning Anger, the adding 1 mana of any color can actually be pretty relevant. Yeah, I think we'll just take Meteorite for now. Stay open. Okay. So some decent red stuff coming this late. I think it's between Forge Devil or Krenko's Enforcer. And I think I like the Enforcer. Forge Devil is definitely very good, but the Enforcer can do a lot of work. So we're going to go with him for now. So we got Blast Firebolt in red and Hammerhand, but then this is pretty late for a Carrion Crow, and we're not super dedicated to white or green yet. Do we take Hammerhand? I think we're just going to go with the Crow and hedge a little bit here. And see, now I'm glad we did. So, yeah, some really solid things this late. So there's a Covenant of Blood, which is very good. Crowd's Favor is fine. Willforged Golem, and then even Rotfeaster Maggot is pretty good too. I think I'm going to take Covenant and keep an eye on red-black for us here. Okay. So we get Paragon of Open Graves. It's either that or Crippling Blight. And I think I'm going to take the Paragon just because it seems pretty easy to get Crippling Blight later on if it's something we want. But the Paragon is also good if we can. It lets us pick up things like Typhoid Rats and other small black creatures, even with the Carrion Crow, and actually make them legitimate threats. Wow, Charging Rhino, why are you still here? I like getting Fester Gloom here, just because it's one of the best things against the white token decks. But I don't like to see this Rhino here. But we're going to take Fester Gloom. We need to have at least one. Okay, cool. So we have either Belligerent Sliver or the Shadowcloak Vampire. And I think we're just going to go with the Vampire here. I mean, Thundering Giant's an option too, but I like the Vampire. And none of these are actually relevant for us. Get this out of here. And get this out of here. I'm gonna put Phytotitan on the board for now. Well, that's pretty cool. Wow. Okay. So there's that. That is a shiny Garrick. Our other rare, Shield of the Avatar. Not really something we're concerned with. Altac Bloodseeker would be great. Lightning Strike, obviously solid. Carrion Crow, again, would fit into what we want to do. So a lot of good cards for us actually here, but come on. Wow. All right. And you know, at this point, we're really not even that strong into red either. We could end up just being black-green, and I think this Hornet Nest is going to point us in that direction. Pretty cool. Actually, I haven't played with this card yet at all. So I think we'll go ahead and take it. The other options would be Forge Devil or Rummaging Goblin if we wanted to continue to push for red, but I don't think we need to at this point. Other than that, if we are going into green, Hunt the Weak is definitely a thing, and Rotfeaster Maggot is just solid for black anyway. But we'll take this Hornet Nest and keep our eyes open for other good green. And of course we get shipped a Heat Ray here. I think we just want Sign in Blood. Yeah, can't play Raise the Alarm. Sanctified Charge is good. We can get this Pegasus out of here. I don't think we're going to play it. And Heat Ray would be a very easy splash too. Yeah, maybe we just take the Heat Ray. Because if we pick up Satyr Wayfinder, ding, he makes splashing a lot easier, so we probably wouldn't play the Enforcer in that case, but having Heat Ray, which is more going to be a little bit of a later game spell anyway, and certainly Burning Anger is, it's okay for that splash to come a little bit later. So, nothing great in black, but yeah, I think we just want the Wayfinder here, keep us hitting our land drops, and eventually getting up to this guy. But the Wayfinder's good with having convoke things like Willforged Golem and the Covenant of Blood. I don't like to pass a Constricting Sliver, but, you know, I'm happy with Seder Wayfinder. Cool, so we get, oh man, Borderland Marauder, really good red 2-drop. But, again, I think we just want another Wayfinder. Unmake the Graves can be interesting in the green-black kind of graveyard strategy, but they usually go late anyway, and I definitely want this Wayfinder. Okay. I haven't played with Overwhelm yet. Plus 3/3 for all of our guys. I think our other option is Crippling Blight. Mongrel's good, but I'm not too concerned with it right now at this point. Man. Just gonna take Crippling Blight here. Oh wow. A lot of stuff for us here. At this point, I don't think I want another Paragon. Bronze Sable is good. Maybe we just want another Covenant? Love to have a Cursed Spirit, though, because we don't have a whole lot of creatures at this point. Yeah, I think we need, I think we just need creatures right now. Grab this Spirit. Okay, so we have Witch's Familiar. That's a good pickup for us. Oh, sweet. Carrion Crow. There's another Alltech Bloodseeker, though. But I think I'm trying to steer away from red at this point, at least for the early game. So I'd rather have this 2/2 flyer here. Wow, and there is a Forged Devil and a Rummaging Goblin. I'm going to take the Forged Devil. There's a Rummaging Goblin for us. Wow, these Forged Devils. Jeez. You know, I think I'm actually going to grab a restock here. With pitching things into the yard with Seder Wayfinder. Oh, cool. Unmake the Graves. Alright. So restock can help us if we pitch anything like Garrick or anything else we want. If that gets thrown into the yard with the Wayfinder, restock is a good way to be able to get some card selection out of that. We're sort of all over the place here as far as colors. I'm gonna trim some of the red for now. I'm gonna leave out Crippling Blight for the moment. We're okay with all these. Yeah, I'm good with this so far. We'll let Heat Race it out for now. Alright, so I think for pack 3, looking for a ramp would be great to be able to get us to Garrick faster. And again, more black creatures just to help Paragon be the best that he can be. Flesh to Dust would be great because we don't have great options for creature kill right now. Let's see what we get. Okay, so a couple things for us. A rare Avarice Amulet, not really a thing for us. Or for anybody, I don't think. Endless Obedience can be interesting for the sort of the graveyard strategy. But I think we want either Venom Sliver or Typhoid Rats, just as early blockers, kind of get things under control. Witch's Familiar, solid. Actually, Living Totem here might just be our pick. A really solid card. Um, hmm. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the totem here. Wow, Cone of Flame, what are you doing here? Do we just take it? How easily can we splash that? It is double red, which makes me a little nervous to try to do that, but man, the payoff is just huge. The other thing I'd consider is Leeching Sliver, since we did see the Death Touch one that we just passed, which sometimes those do make it all the way around. And Leeching, I wouldn't necessarily want him just on his own. We're not trying to be super aggressive here. But being able to share Death Touch can be a thing. Wow. Because nothing in this pack is super outstanding, I'm just going to take Cone and maybe keep our red options open just a little bit. Man. And this Borderland Marauder certainly encouraging us to continue to do that. So our options might be another Wayfinder, Primodox. I think I like taking another Wayfinder here, just keeping us hitting all our land drops. And, I mean, actually making our splashing even easier. Yeah, I'm just going to take Wayfinder number 3. Oh, wow, okay. So we've got Ancient Silverback, which is probably going to be our pick here. But Wall of Mulch is good for this deck. Just being able to provide some early defense and give us time to hit our big things. Evolving Wilds is a card we really want for this deck, actually, though. And then Shaman of Spring, which I like. It's slow, 2/2 draw card, but I like it. Man, but Ancient Silverback, very good card. Okay. Generator Servant's good. I'm not really worried about adding more red to us right now. There's another Wayfinder. We could just continue with our theme that we seem to have settled on. Plummet's a good sideboard card, but I think Feral Incarnation is our pick here. Really good finisher. We're gonna have, looks like we're gonna have a lot of creatures to be able to convoke it out relatively early. And when I say early, I mean before the 9th turn. So it goes. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab Feral Incarnation, maybe. There we go. Okay, we got it. Alright, so we have Blood Host. For some reason I'm not able to zoom in right now. Shaman of Spring or Evolving Wilds. And I think I like Shaman of Spring here. Again, we really do need Evolving Wilds, I think, but another creature would be very good for us. And just being able to continue kind of the value train that black-green can turn into pretty easily, I think is good. So this card will do some work for us. Oh, nice. Alright, so we get Reclamation Sage here. A 2/1 for 3 that when it comes into play, you destroy an artifact or enchantment. Card can do a lot of work. Sign in Blood would be good too. Plummet, obviously nice to have in the sideboard. But I think the Sage here is what we want. More things to convoke. Okay. So we get Charging Rhino here. We don't have... Do we have a Naturalize in the sideboard yet? Oh, we do. That's cool. Okay. I forgot about Phyto Titan hanging out back here. He might make it. So it's pretty much Rhino or Vampire. And I think since we have one Vampire already, I might go for the Rhino here. Yeah, just to sort of hedge a little bit. Oh, sweet. Okay, so we get our option of either Typhoid Rats or Witch's Familiar. I think I like the Rats here just to help our curve a little bit and give us an early blocker. Witch's Familiar would be really solid for us too, but I like to give us some options. Oh, cool. Alright, so here we get another Familiar. Not really worried about Leeching Sliver because I'm not concerned about him attacking all that much. We're not going to be a very aggressive deck, so I'm going to happily take this other Familiar. I guess Vine Weft could be funny if we're doing things with our graveyard, pitching a bunch of cards with Satyr Wayfinder, but do we just take Waste Knot just for fun? Sure. Oh, cool. So Black Cat or Shadowcloak Vampire? I think we have a pretty good top end here. So I'm going to take the Black Cat. Oh, cool. Another, there's another Unmake the Graves. We could splash another Blast. Firebolt? Yeah, I'm going to take that. That might be wrong. Maybe we want another Unmake the Graves, but I don't know that we'd run two even if we had them, and we do already have one. Okay, so no Evolving Wilds for us, but I think that's okay with our triple Satyr Wayfinder package here, so let's trim some of this stuff. This up here. Okay. I'm going to let Blast Firebolt sit out for now. And I think just cannot seem to get this to zoom in anymore. Alright. I think Fido Titan might sit out for now. I like Ancient Silverback a lot more. A lot of cards at the 5 spot here. Although Unmake the Grave is really going to be more like a 3 or a 4. I think I want to run 18 land in this deck, which means we need to make 5 cuts. I'm going to see what it looks like without red at all for right now, and see if that's something we actually want to try to jump through the hoops to add. I think I'm going to let Black Cat sit out for the moment. Although it is one that's good with Paragon, but I would just rather have Wayfinder getting us our lands. We have 18 creatures. I'm happy to see that. Man, I just think we have a lot of solid playables here. I'm thinking maybe we cut either Restock or Unmake the Graves. And I think I'm going to cut the Unmake for right now. I like that Restock can get us back Garrick. Or our Feral Incarnation or Covenant of Blood if any of those get milled by the Wayfinder. I would have loved to have a Flush to Dust here. I guess our first pick, Sungrace Pegasus, was... It could have turned into something great, but... So I guess now we have the decision if we want to make one more cut and play 18 land, or just play 17 with what we have now in front of us. I think I'm going to let the Rhino sit out for now, because between the Rhino being a 4/4, the Willforged Golem, the Ancient Silverback, and the Shadowcloak Vampire, there's a lot of I guess a lot of consistency in terms of that spot. Like we can maybe trim that down just a little bit. So I like the way our curve looks. We're going to go ahead and add some land here. Suggests 8 swamps, 10 forests. I'm going to go ahead and just throw that in and then kind of do some math here. So 8 swamps, 10 forests. Our wayfinders are really important in terms of they can help us find our other color if we need it. So green definitely is the one I think that's better to have more of here. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty evenly balanced as far as colors for the most part, with definitely a little heavier green. So I think that's the right combination for us. Yeah, I like this deck. I'm interested to see what it can do. So I just want to review here. So we have Burning Anger in red. We have Burning Anger, Cone of Flame, and Heat Ray. Those may come in if we really need some, if it becomes really crucial to have some removal. Maybe it's good to just put Burning Anger in now, just because, but I think I want to see what we can do without it. I just think we're pretty streamlined here. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and submit here, and we'll see you in the first round. Okay, so we get a pretty solid opening hand. We've got the lands we need, Carrion Crow and Witch's Familiar to come down early, build us up to Covenant of Blood and then Feral Incarnation. So we're going to keep this. We are going second, looks like. Alright, let's drop a swamp here. Oh, great, right on time. So we'll go ahead and play a Wayfinder here. Get our Convoke clock up and running. And hopefully not pitch Garrick and restock in one go here. Okay, well that's fine. So we'll grab a forest here. and pitch meteorite and 2 forests in the yard and say go. I think even if he attacks with the leeching sliver, we don't block here. Again, I want to try to get to this feral incarnation as fast as possible, and Witch's Familiar is going to come down and block this guy pretty quick. Okay, so we've got Wall of Essence, not really worried about that. That's actually good for us right now because we want to slow this game down. And he's not attacking, so this is perfect. Okay. So if he's not attacking with the board as it is, I'm going to go ahead and play Carrion Crow, and maybe we can put a little bit of a clock on him. We're also very quickly going to have Covenant of Blood online, so if he does play something scary, we do have an option. Ooh, Hunt the Weak. Okay. So be it. Oh, cool. So we get Ancient Silverback. Is pissed. Okay, so we'll play a swamp here. And go ahead and attack with the crow. And we'll play our familiar. Hopefully not triplicate. Ah, and it is. Lovely. Yeah, so that's going to be pretty annoying. He only has 2 cards in his hand left though, so hopefully no Sanctified Charge coming our way anytime soon. I'm going to go ahead and play Forest. Normally I might attack and see if he wants to trade 2 of those spirits for my crow, but because we are looking to build towards feral incarnation, I'm not willing to give that up right now. So we're going to keep the crow back as a blocker. Yeah, we're just going to pass the turn for now. Ancient Silverback can come down next turn, and then theoretically after that, feral incarnation, and then we've got Covenant of Blood to get that wall out of the way, and we might have a game plan here. Okay, Vine Weft on Leeching Sliver. That's fine. Not really excited about taking a big hit here, but if that's all he's attacking with, that's fine with me. Another reason I like Covenant, gives you a little, that 4 life cushion can be nice. Okay, yeah, I'm fine with land here. So I don't like playing Silverback without the regeneration backup, but with only 1 black, I'm not too worried about Flesh to Dust. I'd rather just get him out there and hold off the Leeching Sliver. So that's what we're gonna do. And still not going to attack with the crow just yet. I'm happy with him holding back those spirits. Shield of the Avatar, sure. Prevent some damage. Although actually, me not very happy. But he's going to put it on the sliver. So it's going to keep Prevent X damage for X the number of creatures you control. Okay. So it's going to keep him from dying to Silverback? Yes. Okay. So he can drain us for one just by attacking but not lose his guy? Is that what he's doing? He also might have a combat trick here. And we could lose our Silverback, but I'm going to go for it. Yeah, he's got nothing, so that's fine. Alright. So now I'm going to go ahead and just drop the Incarnation here. Seven, 8, and then I'm actually going to go ahead and tap the Silverback, just keep up that green for regeneration. And then next turn we'll clear out most likely clear out the Wall of Essence and send in the team. Garrick would be a sweet top deck right now. Not another one, come on. Willforged Golem, please. Oh my gosh, double triplicate. Okay, we've got our work cut out for us here. Alright, so he's sending in 2 of them. That's fine. And the sliver. We're going to take all of it for now. We'll be able to block the sliver next turn, although him being able to attack and drain us for 1 automatically is not great. Yeah, we're definitely in not a great spot here. Alright. What do we want to do here? I think I like Covenant on the wall and swinging in with, well, let's just see what that looks like here. Although maybe we want Wayfinder first. Alright, get all these cards out of the way, get us closer to our Garrick. That's fine. Okay, so we have already played a land for the turn, so now we'll Covenant the wall. Though he blocks the Leeching Sliver pretty well. Huh. Yeah, maybe we leave that up. Although then do we just die next turn? 1, 2, 3. Huh. Just about. Sure, and we'll swing with Silverback here. Keep back the Wayfinder and the Crow to block. And maybe Try to put him on a clock. Oh, wow. Okay, so he's going to 3. I hope that doesn't mean he has 2 combat tricks in his hand, but we'll find out. Oh, wow. Okay, so he concedes. Alright, I didn't think we were in a great spot there, especially when he's at 5 mana and Sanctified Charge is running around, but I guess we got that one. Okay, so we definitely want Fester Gloom, and at this point we're sad that we only have 1. But we're definitely putting him in there. So Fester Gloom. Okay. Is there anything we specifically don't want? Definitely want our crows to be able to block spirits. Not too worried about Naturalize just to kill that shield. Crippling Blight could be good if he has like the Geist, the 3/1 flyer. Yeah, I think we just find something to take out for Fester Gloom and leave it at that. And I think for us that card might just be Shadow Cloak here. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. Let Shadow Cloak take the bench here for now and see what goes. I just want us to be able to get a board early. Cool. Alright, so this seems like a keep. We've got 3 lands, Crow, and then Shaman, eventually working our way up to these 2 guys. So we'll keep that. Looks like he's going to go first again. Ooh, and he's got an Elvish Mystic. That's a card we would really like. But it's alright. Cool, so we get another land. Alright, well, we're going to play lands and hope that we live long enough to play our good stuff. That is fine. No attack, so he probably has Raise the Alarm for the end of our turn. Which makes me wish we'd play a creature here, but it's alright. We'll get there. Yep, alarm has been raised. And he has all his colors again. But I'm fine with him taking time to equip that shield, because we don't really plan on dealing any great amount of damage to a soldier token. We'll take a little bit of a hit here. And there's a Typhoid Rats. Which in terms of blocking is just as useful for us as the Crow, but we can afford to take another relatively big hit here. Although I do like Rats into Paragon the next turn. We'll just go with Crow. I like using all our mana for the turn. And again, we're not in too much trouble here. But I am hoping that he doesn't drop triplicate on us. Okay, that's perfect. Garrick will eat that. when he is good and ready. Yeah, that's fine. We'll take another 3. And he's moving the shield. Alright, so he learned his lesson with Wall of Essence there. Gonna try to protect it now, but again, Garrick does not care. He will destroy that creature. He's not worried about dealing damage. Alright, so we get to play Swamp. We're doing well with our land drops here. I think I just want to play Shaman here and keep our card draw going. I'm not worried about attacking right now. We're going to get to do that. There'll be plenty of time for that. So I'm just going to go ahead and play the Shaman. And then next turn we'll probably just go Paragon and Typhoid Rats. So we're just going to draw this card for now. Meteorite, cool. So I take back what I said about playing Paragon and Typhoid Rats. It's going to be Meteorite and then Typhoid Rats. It's pretty sweet. But that gets us to Garrick another turn faster. So. That is fine. Okay. Oppressive Rays on our Crow. And no attack, so that's awesome. Alright. So we're going to play a Forest here into Meteorite. Kill the Elf. Right on him. That's what the bottom of the shoes of a Elvish Mystic look like right there. Okay, so now we will use that to play our Typhoid Rats. And we're just going to ship the turn and hold our breath here. Venom Sliver, sure. We're fine with him playing defensively because I think we have a bigger payoff than he does. Although him dropping Triplicate and then eating Garrick with Little Spirits would not be great. Let's see. Okay, so we have options. We could just play Feral Incarnation. What does Garrick do immediately? Okay, so we're not worried about killing another Planeswalker. It'd be good to put in to go ahead and get a beast onto the field. Yeah, I mean that's got to be the play here, I think. Although we could Feral Incarnation and then play Garrick and destroy something so that they can go ahead and get through. I think I just like playing Garrick and making a beast and doing that. And even the beast tokens get pumped by our Paragon, so that's pretty cool, I guess. Yeah, so he's just shipping the turn back, so that's good. And we draw a Covenant, sweet. Alright, so what do we do here? think I like making another beast for now. And then playing our Feral Incarnation. 1, 2, 3. Actually, let's play Paragon first. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll go Feral Incarnation. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Alright, so we're kind of going off here. Yep, and that's enough for the game. So, good job, Garrick. MVP. So yeah, that was a good match for us. But yeah, it just kind of shows what our deck wants to do. Keep things slow, and then just kind of take over with good stuff, like our Planeswalker or our Feral Incarnation. So yeah, good first round. We'll see you in the second.